Oh.
I mean, you see him right there. That's his finger clicking on the shit. I mean, it's not even a question. He pulled it up. Like I said, the only question was, is that your camera or is that a picture? And given the fact that the only wide view we see on YouTube from Kevin Samuels' channel is himself, it's almost impossible to believe that he had an individual camera for someone on his Zoom room that was that wide. That was your camera. You clicked on the wrong view. And when you did that, you pulled up the opposite side of your room, which shows a man in the bed. Just is what it is, man.
I think that would have more patience than
And you see, like I say, man, he down there, he doing his best to try to get it off the screen, man. All his different little camera views pop up. This must let you know, though, that he's trying to get it taken off. Finally, I get the view switched. God damn. Glitch in the system. You know what I'm saying? The fake awkward smile, the awkward laugh. See, we know all about you though, man. This ain't nothing new to us. This ain't really new information. You know what I'm saying? Just being exposed finally, you know what I'm saying? It's being shown. See, when it's other people, remember he's down in the corner, right? When you bring on somebody from your zone, you don't look like this, man. That ain't how it looks. This is how it looks when you bring on someone. See the difference? See how he's down there in the corner still? See how he fucked up and clicked on the wrong camera view? It showed the wrong side of his room. See, all your camera views have the same type of imagery except this one, your real personal camera. When you're adding someone to the Zoom with you, you go down in the corner. But when you're the only one on camera, you can shift the view around to any side of the room you want. I'm just letting it be known that this ain't your Zoom view. This is your personal camera view. So I want to know how you get out of this. You know what I'm saying? If you dare try. Remember who this is. This is the GOAT, Mr. B1 Task. Keep content. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot how his back is going to be to where that crease is now. And so the door is going to be out of view and he'll be facing out in the room where that bed is. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I want to make sure you know it, dog, that you ain't, you know what I'm saying, we ain't bullshit. So you see the crease, right? See the crease? He's on the opposite side of the crease now. See, if you go back now, I just gotta make sure you understand this room. If you go back to the other side of the room, he's on the other side of the crease in the wall, which is why you can see the door. So if dude was laying there asleep right now, you wouldn't see it because why? Because that's where Kevin is. He's literally right there. You can see behind him. If dude was asleep right now, right there, you would see the edge of the bed. So now that he's moved and he's turned it to where now the crease is behind him or he's to the opposite side of it, now you don't see the door. And you don't see what's out in front of him. Do you? See, keep in mind the door is off to the side right there. But see now, all you gotta do is follow that crease right there. Because that crease in the wall, it used to be there, but just on the opposite side of him where that door was. That same door where that man laid up, dog, with the door open. And I'm just saying, we know your high value room because we literally just talked about it the other day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm literally sitting here looking like, wait a minute, man, hold on, man. This is why he got his room facing the opposite way now. It points outward. That's why we see that crease in the door. If you turn the camera where he would be sitting now, it would be facing into that room. You see that fucking door and what's on the outside, which is why a man sleeping right there with the door wide open. Makes great sense. You know what I'm saying? It makes perfect for me. That if that was the case, then yeah, if Papa came on accidentally, that door would be right there because that crease isn't in the picture. The crease is on the opposite side of it. But yeah, I think that, I mean, I don't know anywhere else, anywhere, any other reason why that would be there. You have a sleep shaded room, which is what you operate out of, a lightly shaded room. You see the shaded room based on the lighting. You see the lighting? There's a little lights right here on the wall with the little light gleam coming, but the wall is dark and don't tell. She's got a little bit of darkness there, bright light. Well again, the picture of the man sleeping in bed will help you because you don't have a full bright room, right? But you have a dim room, somewhat that it would all look right like the same room. It's strange. I'm just telling you, you put it on your screen and we want to know, ain't no glitch in our system. It's a glitch in your fucking mentality if you thought shit was on fly. And look, this ain't a reach. So let's go back and play Kevin was put man up on me, laying in the bed. It's about reach. He ain't reaching, motherfucker. What are you? He reaching, there's a glitch in the system. He didn't put his finger, click the picture. What a bell. I'm not going to do my I'm not going to do take you back to that moment when you realized it's off the screen and he started joking. You know what I'm saying? Cause see, one thing about it, you know, you got these different camera views and whatnot. We can see you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And let's get to. Did that look like he's smiling to you? Or did that look like he's seriously trying to get some shit done?
Ooh.
That shit funny, nigga. That nigga wasn't playing, nigga. He was desperate to the motherfucker to get that shit off the screen. Now look, this is what I'm saying. That is the exact moment it came off the screen. Now I want you to hear the playoff. I want you to hear the playoff because he's good. You know what I'm saying? Watch him play it off. Somebody got you. I mean, even if somebody come on, like a motherfucker. A person. You try to tell us a person started a Zoom up. It was when you get on your live stream, but when it jumped in the bed and left the camera pointed at themselves. That's what you tell me. A motherfucker about to come on your stream, but you just so happen to get so wrapped up in a blank within a 5-10 minute span. You know what I'm saying? And then, not only did the nigga jump back in the bed, it was actually a glitch. That's the bullet there. Glad I didn't put up the picture of the naked man I got on this motherfucker. Glad that nigga wasn't getting out the shower or nothing.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, ain't that gotta be some level of narcissism to think he could just play you? Like, if the nigga wasn't dumb, he'd just let that shit ride and not say a motherfucking thing. He gonna tell your dumb ass it's a glitch in the system. That's how fucking much he got respect for you, nigga. Like, you ain't really see that shit, nigga. Dumbass nigga. You listen to me, nigga. I don't listen to you, nigga. You listen to me, nigga. Fuck, I'm telling you it was a glitch, so it was. Stupid ass nigga. Fuck you, big. What you gonna do? Argue with me? I dare one of you niggas to argue with me that it wasn't a glitch. Yeah, dog. This is what I'm saying, man. Look, I'm here to deliver. You know what I'm saying? And again, ever since that conjunction, and me and my wife stood up under that conjunction, looked at the stars, she told me, oh, baby, it's your age now. I'm like, what are you talking about? She said, it's the age of Aquarius. It's your time. You don't see. Ever since that moment, man, I'm telling you, man, shit just be falling in my lap. Like, damn, man, look at this nigga. This nigga roasted himself, man. Go ahead and put him on display. This is pathetic, bro. Like I said, man, we sitting there literally watching you flip through your cameras trying to figure out what the fuck you gonna do. And you come back and say it's a glitch in the system. I just can't believe y'all actually support this shit. I can't. The whole nigga in the bed on another man's channel. Like, what are we doing here? I mean, I don't watch this nigga. So I don't know, like, does he put up props of men sleeping in the bed at times? You know what I'm saying? Maybe, I could be wrong, maybe he uses men sleeping in the bed all the time to make examples. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know no men that's got no men sleeping in the bed on their computer. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start asking niggas, hey bro, by the way, bro, how many niggas you got in the bed on your motherfucking phone, on your computer? You support Kevin Samuels, right? How many niggas you got in the bed on your phone? How easy it is for your shit to glitch up and a man pop up in the bed? You know what I'm saying? Your shit just glitch up and you look up and all of a sudden there's a nigga in the bed, nigga. Oh, a glitch.
personal opinion, I would say that this is a nigga in the bed. And the thing is, see, these bitches and these glitches will get your ass in trouble. It's either glitches or bitches. I cannot believe this. Did you see how tight his lip got though?
Yeah.
Look at him. He's like,
He ain't trying to get that shit off the screen and then got it off and played it off. And then if you watch the video, he start acting real silly for like 20, 30 minutes.
yes,
Like, you know what I'm saying, to play it off. Like it's obvious.
yes, yes. Tamara, I texted her, but seeing is asleep right now. I know this is really interesting though. Okay, so all right, so let's do a little. Yeah, he clicked and fucked up and turned that camera around in that high value ass room, and he exposed this high value ass scandal. And that.
You know what I'm saying? That's not something that just popped up on the screen or something accidental. You click something thinking you was going to pull up something you wanted to see, and then suddenly it was total silence. You know what I'm saying? Then you came back trying to like joke it off. Like, I ain't tripping. Somebody sent me this shit. I don't watch this nigga. So you know what I'm saying? But to me it jumps right off the page as obviously something ain't right. You there, baby? Or am I there? Am I there? Got a whole other profile she couldn't be hit on.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Got
You hear me?
something.
Can you hear me?
2 lives, 1 task.
Can you hear me?
You there, baby?
Can you hear me?
Dude said this can't be real. Oh, it's real. Oh, it's real. And see, if he was, if he was actually right, he would not have acknowledged that the entire thing happened. He acknowledged the man's picture was up there. So had he just kept going and act like it wasn't up there, when his children come to defend him later, 2 or 3 days from now, they may have had the ability to say it was all fake. But once he mentioned the picture, well, that shows there's nothing fake here. We try to figure out what the fuck he clicked on.
Can you hear me?
And that's why I said that his only widescreen version of it like that is himself. The only picture that comes in that view is himself. The full screen wide version, that's the only picture that comes like that is the picture of him. That's his camera. You know what I'm saying? Say it again, babe. Go ahead.
I'll just make sure if you can hear me.
Yeah, I hear you now.
Oh, okay. So these glitches and bitches. It's like I couldn't hear you. I don't think you could hear me when I first came back.
No, I couldn't. There was a glitch. But no idiot or man in the bed popped up, no doubt. I mean, that's an actual glitch when you can't hear someone, not when a picture pops up out of the blue. You know what I'm saying? If a man is laying in the motherfucking bed. That's not a glitch.
Right. So the kittens have been in here trying to do triage on this bleed, right? Oh my God! Somebody already got a profile of Kevin Samuels Chris in the wall. Niggas is quick as fuck. No, but okay. So the kittens have been in here, already saying that you're off code.
Off code, right? So
Yeah.
that means right.
That means you're right. So like, what straight man would say that you need to be on code with Kevin Samuels glitch?
The kind that don't want women to, they see a lot of these dudes want women to get quote unquote checked. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm not for that and I'm against the way they're doing
Like, there's nothing that he can do to get out of this.
Booty
Like, even the nervous laughter. Anybody that like studies like body language and behaviors and stuff like that, you know that was a nervous laugh. You know that was bullshit. I'm exposed. You know that laughter. You know that voice, that energy. It is nothing like that. Like, dude, you busted. So I don't know. He gonna need Olivia Pope. Now, he was just on Tasha K's stream. The stream was titled what? No Secrets or None Left Out or something like that. No Secrets. Oh, it's a secret. Because he didn't tell about this glitch.
Right.
He didn't tell about this glitch. Okay. Because we know Kevin bought that pillow. Look at that. We know that's Kevin pillow. We know he went straight. Yeah, he in a fetal position. I know what it means to be like. Everybody know what that fetal position means.
Said in the fetal position. That nigga is comfortable in the motherfucker, though.
Yeah, he out for the rest of the night.
I know you sleep in this motherfucker. Man.
Oh my God, this is awful, man.
But yeah, like I said, somebody sent it to me, and like I said, my first initial thought was, nah, this can't be real. And so, I go look at the actual video, and it's there. Okay, now I don't think it's gonna be there long. You know what I'm saying? So, you almost have to act immediately when these things happen, like, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, they're cutting out the video, and again, what they'll say is it never happened. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't expect these men to call it out because they are bringing attention to Kevin Samuels. This is just a bump in the road for them. They don't hope this goes away quick. See what I'm saying? They just want to see him drag some women. They don't care if he's gay or not. Y'all done heard these niggas.
Man. Oh, okay, so somebody's asking, turn the camera around how he's using the device with the front and a rear camera. In Zoom, yes, you can have, okay, so whatever cameras that he's using, you can kind of tell, like, Taz, if you go back to where when he was trying to unexpose his glitch, how when he switched the camera around, it gave you the other angle of him. I don't think people are understanding it if they haven't used Zoom or whatever. But I would think that Rona would make us all Zoom proficient. But so it looks like his camera is, and you can get the, you get the camera that is can either be rear or multiple angles or whatever, and you can tell where it's positioned at in the room. And this is a small room. This is like a studio or efficiency, a small he's in. And he made a mistake and clicked and switched the wrong camera.
Right, and there ain't even no shot to say it's a small room. Like, you can think of the dimensions of the room by the crease on the wall.
By the crease on the wall. And on top of that, if it was anybody else's, let's say, he cannot say that this was somebody else's profile, because it would say their name if it was somebody else's profile. This was a certified glitch. A certified fuck up.
A certified glitch, y'all.
I mean,
it's a glitch, y'all.
Someone just said it's not for publicity. This is not for publicity, honey. This is for clarity. And you just better hope you ain't did shit or been an April 1st All-Star, because your ass might be getting, your shit might be falling out. So, like, this is...
And that's why I said, like, like, ain't nobody got to make up nothing on dude. That's the problem. Like, say, I'll take you back to these days, you know what I'm saying? When dude was sitting in that same room on the other side of that.
Hello everybody. Yeah, that was really interesting about the ladies on the YouTuber this guy called Kevin Samuels. They claimed that some dude was in his bed, And so this guy Taz, he got the pictures and ooh, so stuff it be kind of on some of these people, man. That I guess the reason why people come at him is because he had the way he come at women, and so. But meanwhile, I wanted to show you this. Those of you who use Cash App on your video, I want you to see this report. Here it is.
More people are using apps to exchange money, and complaints against one app in particular are skyrocketing. According to the Federal Trade Commission, complaints against Cash App up 472% in a year, increasing from 535 complaints in 2019 to 4,204 in 2020. And so far this year, Cash App has 2,431 complaints against it. Compare that to just 845 Venmo complaints in 2021 and 191 complaints against Zelle. Here at ABC 11, we've gotten dozens of complaints from viewers who claim their Cash App accounts were hacked, or somehow scammers got control of their accounts and got access to their money. One man losing 24 grand. Other Cash App users tell me they've called with what they thought was Cash App support, only to get scammers and lose money that way. Cash App says it continues to invest in and bolster fraud-fighting resources by both increasing staffing and adopting new technology. To protect your money, beware of scammers impersonating Cash App employees. If you believe you have fallen victim to a scam, you should contact Cash App support through their app or website immediately. Cash App does now have a customer support you can reach by phone. Make sure you're calling Cash App directly instead of scammers circulating fake numbers. And remember, Cash App will never ask for your sign-in code or PIN, so do not give those two things to anyone. I'm Troubleshooter Diane, ABC 11 Eyewitness.
Yeah, so those using Cash App, I don't know how big your subscribers is, if those of you on YouTube or Facebook, or just be careful. This is crazy. They said that the Federal Trade Commission complaints against Cash App is up 472%. Wow, 735 complaints in 2019 to 4,204 in 2020. So those of you who having people send money on your projects or something like that, I thought I'd drop this off because that's something that you need to know. It says somebody come missing out of your account. With any of these companies, you have to be very, very careful putting your information up. The one I hear, the one I think is the best is PayPal, because PayPal have the best system set up because it's cryptic and everything, and they make sure that that's you. But this Cash App, I have it on my phone, but I haven't really used it. I've been reluctant to go through with it. But if you have any problem, again, the number, here's the correct link to support contact information. Cash App's phone number is 1-800-969-1940. And those of you who have something's coming out of your bank account or something don't look right with your system, and you're using the system. So I thought that was pretty good thing to learn, because especially those who are on social media like YouTube or any other accounts that use Cash App for your own whatever website to have, you put out a product or material or anything like that. But I just thought I would let you know that this is some kind of glitch going on. So you all be careful out there, and just be wise. Just be checking your account. You just got to be careful. But I just want to zoom in. But this is the latest on this guy Kevin Samuels, boy. Woo! Wow. This guy wasn't the only one. He was going in on them about some things. Yesterday I was watching. In fact, I'll let you see this video. This is another woman that was talking about Kevin Samuels. I'm just going to show a version of it.
Hello everyone, thanks for tuning back in once again to the Queen Amadai Shakur TV show. I am your host, Queen Amadai Shakur, and this is your daily vitamins, people. So let's get into it. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. And also make sure you go ahead and like and share this video. Go ahead and like and share this video. Let's make the trolls extra mad today, okay? Alright, and don't forget to follow the Queen on Instagram at Queen Amadai Shakur, also on Instagram at divine_goddess_27, on Brighton and Patreon at Queen Amadai Shakur, and Twitter at TheGoddess27. Okay, let's see who we have in here. Hello Basil, Honey69444 watching me, Tony Curtis is Black, Infamous, Susan, P. Bell, Marge, Dan, alright, FBA Goddess, Rosalind, Mark Ayers, all the way from the UK, it's Black, Curly, alright, Infamous Kim, Cherokee, Silent D is Black, Diva Goddess, alright, let's get into it, people. I hope everyone is doing good today. So listen, yesterday I had such an exciting time. I had such a fabulous time with all the trolls that were going in and coming for the Queen. I love it, okay? They were clearly triggered. Yes, 444 says we were lit. Indeed we were. Let's get those fire emojis in the chat, people. Let's get it popping. Let's get fire emojis in the chat. Now, you know, as long as I can make the trolls mad, I absolutely love it. And I'm going to do my best to upset them and trigger them. Okay? Yes. They came over here trying to cape and cap and all of that. Clearly, they don't know who I am, honey. Because this is my platform, and I'm going to say whatever I want to say about whoever I want to say it. Now, so with that all being said, let's talk about Mr. Kevin Samuels some more since they got so bothered. Let me tell you something. So, you know, yesterday, as I was telling you how he loves to bash black women, he never has anything good to say, mind you. Never. Not one good thing can he say about any black woman. I find that very interesting. And I also want you all to pay attention to how he tries to portray all black women as being overweight and obese, right? And he generalizes and categorizes all black women, right, with blanket statements. And he doesn't say some black women, many or most black women. He says black women, as if he's talking to all of us. But the reason I thought that was very interesting is because as I was doing research on him, watching his videos, no less, yeah, I saw that he told this woman, he said, you women put all black men in the same category. Yes. He said she was generalizing black men, trying to act like all black men were the same. That's what he said. He said she was trying to act like all black men were the same. Now, I told you yesterday that he can dish it, but he can't take it. Everything that he says about black women, if someone says the slightest thing to him or projects the things that he's saying back onto him, he can't take it. He wants to whine and complain like the little beta male YouTubian, as Dr. Umar called him. I love it. All right, as he is. So now let's get into it. So as I was looking at his videos, I came across a couple of things. He was, for one, praising Jeannie Mai. Now, as you know, Jeannie Mai is the fiance of Young Jeezy, who stars on the show The Real. She's 42 years old. I find that interesting because Kevin Samuels said himself that the high-value women are between the ages of 25 to 35, I believe. But so Jeannie Mai is 42, but he must have been giving her an exception because he said that she is high value. Okay, that's what he said. She's high value, and he said Loni Love isn't. Now, the reason he said Loni Love isn't is because he's trying to portray the image, and I want y'all to pay attention. He's trying to portray it. Yes, his middle name is Roshan. Yes, Kevin Roshan Samuels. That's him. Now, as we saw from the mug shots and all the paperwork and documents that were dropped on him yesterday, you know, the court documents, that someone dug up on him. With all the lies he told and the fraudulent stories about getting PhDs and degrees and all that. Yes. But so anyway, he was talking about, Jeannie Mai is a high-value woman, but not Loni Love. Now, the reason he said Loni Love, as opposed to anyone else he could say, he picked her because she's a bigger woman. And we all know by now that he tries to portray most black women or all black women as being overweight, right? Gold diggers, not wanting to bring anything to the table, not have anything to bring to the table, and just not knowing how to take care of a man and being someone that clearly men don't want. Okay? So, but he was praising Jeannie Mai, which I thought was very interesting. But then as I went on further through his videos, well, I saw that there was another Asian woman by the name of Jeannie Babos, I think that's her name. She's a YouTuber herself, and he did an interview with her. And so he considers her a high-value woman. Okay, let's hear, but here's the thing. It's not just the fact that he was talking to this Asian woman. I'm going to play a few excerpts of the conversation. Now, I'm not going to show the video and the conversation together, all right? But, and that's for copyright reasons. I don't want him saying, oh, she used my footage and this, that, and the third, okay? But I'm going to play the audio. And then I'm going to show you some pictures of this woman that he's talking about. And if she's a high-value woman, and here's what I find very interesting. He was talking about black women wearing weave, okay? He was talking trash about black women wearing weave, but Jeannie Mai wears weave. Another thing to note is this. He was also talking about black women being out of shape, saying they don't want to work out, saying they're overweight and all this, that, and the third, and they're not 10s, they're not 9s, they're not 8s, and trying to lower their self-esteem. But he's praising women who have fake butts. Yes, this girl clearly has fake butts. As you can see from the picture in the thumbnail, fake butts and fake boobs, and Jeannie Mai herself has gotten a breast job. So I'm just saying, now I'm not knocking them for getting work done, but what I'm saying is, while he's been so critical of black women, right, natural black women, okay, he's talking trash about black women and demeaning and degrading black women as much as he can, and never having anything nice to say, period. But while praising women who go out here and get work done. Let me tell you something, honey. Anybody could be a 10 if they got work done. That's just physically. We're not talking about the spirit. Because if you ask me, when you're judging someone, you should judge them on the spirit and the character and the personality. And all of those things wrapped into one. Not just the physical. But if he's going to just go by the physical, which is clearly what he goes for, because he always wants to know your weight, your height, and what do you rate yourself. And if you don't rate what he thinks is, what you deserve, he'll tell you what you deserve. So with that all being said, I find it very interesting that he talks all this trash about black women, but he praises women who go out here and got work done. Make it make sense, okay? Some of us don't need to get work done, honey. Anyway, with that all being said, let me let you hear the foolery. All right, listen to this.
All the time.
Well, the thing is, I can believe everything, but it's so uncommon to see someone. It's funny. And you're legitimately funny.
I honestly, people say that. I don't think I'm funny. Like, I think I try to be funny.
No, it's funny. And it's funny that you make videos talking about, like, short people challenges. When you try to let that fall down machine and coach up, I was like,
well, see, that's the thing. So I don't think I'm funny. I think I just make fun of myself. My life is probably just funny to people. The awkward situations I end up in. Such as my short girl problem.
so when I got over here to do the video today, I already knew you were 14.
Yes.
But God, the difference between me at 6'4" and her at 14 is like super common.
That's not that much of a difference.
Of course not. That's not that. That's
No, I'm like almost your height.
right. The dog is like so. But we talked behind the scenes because I wanted to introduce you to one food, Filipino food. Which you guys maybe don't know. I love Asian food. I mean, seriously. And the Asian women I've dated, I've been more Asian than they are, which is So I talked about it. I'm actually, they got Chinese. So.
Oh no, you said that you would eat Asian food.
Did y'all hear what he said? He said the Asian women that he dates, he's typically more Asian than them. And then he said, I think I was Chinese in another life. Clearly he hates being black. Pay attention, people. I told you. Didn't I tell you yesterday that he has self-hate issues? See, he hates himself, and that's why he hates black women. But let me continue.
Your significant other wouldn't break or
No. She ate. Her mother was Japanese from all too, but she knew nothing about Chinese. So I took her to Dim Sum in Queens. Yeah, and see, the thing is, and she was like, what? And you walk into this traditional Chinese place, and then automatically her, like, what do you want to sit? What do you want to eat? She's like,
So you introduced her to that.
all of them. Introduced to that, introduced to Chinese martial arts, a bunch of stuff like that. She can introduce to Korean markets.
Are you one of those who have an Asian fetish?
Yes.
Really?
Okay, cheers.
Hold on, she just asked him, people, if he's one of those who has an Asian fetish. And he said, yes. Oh, God, yes. Let me tell y'all something. He's one of them older dudes, about 55. At least he's got to be about 55 or 60 from the looks of it. And not to mention his hairline. But anyway, I'm not going to go there. But, well, yes, I will. Yeah. So he looks like one of those old dudes, right, who goes over to the Philippines to try to get one of those male order brides. You know what I'm saying? That's what he looks like. And that's how he's sounding. And clearly, he just said that he has an Asian fetish. What does that tell you? Okay? Please listen carefully.
My mother was like, Italian or Asian. Well,
now, mind you, pay attention. He just said out of his mouth. Now, first he said that he thinks he was Chinese in another life. Now he just stated that his mother told him that he must have been Italian in another life. Anything but black. Pay attention. This man clearly doesn't want to be black. And is that why on one of the pictures that he had on the video I showed you yesterday by Satan Center, is that why he was wearing that pressed perm looking hairdo that looked like a Caesar gold cut? You know, it looked like his hair was all straight, like he probably moisturized it and he got a perm or something to try to make it look like he was Asian. Is that what he was trying to prove? That's not gonna fly. That's not gonna fly. And while he's asking everybody to look at themselves, what does he rate his hairline? I'd like to know. Let me continue.
A lot of my exes have an Asian fetish, but I mean, that makes sense.
well, yeah. So it's like, well, first of all, like my buddy was like, I don't like to date tall. If you're over 5'4", it's like tall.
I thought guys would just date anything that's attractive. Tall or short.
I'm disqualified based on my height.
Okay? Who have nothing far for themselves. None of the men who follow him are high value. How do I know? Unless you ask. As I told you on yesterday, real high value men would not be listening to someone like Kevin Samuels. You see, a real high value man would know that Kevin Samuels is a fraud. That's what they would know. That's what they would know. And real high value men don't only pay $300 in child support. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Real high value men don't need to degrade women, black women just like them, to feel better about themselves. They don't have to do. Okay? So now, I found that all very interesting. But let me go to this video so I can let you all see. And then here's another thing. He was just on this woman's show about 3 days ago. He was just on her show 3 days ago. Now this video I'm going to show is from 3 months ago. So they just did another show 3 days ago. Everyone please get the likes up. Please like and share while I share this video. And as I said, I'm not going to play the volume. You've already heard the volume. I'm the audio. I'm going to let you see the way he was interacting with her. I thought it was very interesting. First of all, people, yes, Kevin Samuels. That's his new name. Now, this is a high-value woman to him. Now, look how she's sitting on her couch, legs gapped open, short dress, boobs all out, with a man that's not even her man, because he just said, didn't you tell your boyfriend so-and-so? She's got a whole man, but this is what she's doing when she's had another man in her apartment or house or whatever. And she also said that she's a fun girl and bisexual, I do believe. But this is high value. Pay attention. And she also looks half his age, please observe. Which makes me think even more so that he's one of those old dudes who's not anything in the U.S. You know what I'm saying? He's nothing here. Nobody's checking for him. So he goes over to other countries, you know, poorer countries, where he has a few coins and tries to get these young women, like these Filipino types. That's what I think he does. Mail order brides, pretty much. Said he has an Asian fetish. I wonder why. Okay. So there, you pretty much see how he was interacting with her, right? All pretty, all smiles, talking so nice and sweet. And then talking about how Jeannie Mai is so much better than the other women on The Real. Because there was a segment of The Real where they were talking about, should you submit to your man? And so a couple of the women were saying no. You know, Monty Love, the other woman, I can't remember her name, the one that played on Jamie Foxx's show. Anyway, they basically, you know, oh really? You need to send me that Tony ASAP. If you got some dirt on him, please send it to the queen. Thank you. But with that all being said, and I'm not surprised that he'll be scamming customers. I'm absolutely not surprised. Because in fact, someone also alluded to the fact that he was manipulating these young boys, okay? Yes, Tony, get me that ASAP. So, but here's the thing, people. He was sitting there talking down on the black women who were saying, you know, they didn't feel they needed to submit to a man. And Jeannie Mai was saying you absolutely should. Well, that told me that Kevin likes docile women, okay, women who are submissive, who he can control and run over. He doesn't want a strong woman who will stand up to him and who won't put up with this mess. You see, some women will put up with anything. But this is what I want y'all to pay attention to, because this is very important. At the end of the day, here's the thing. We come from different cultures, right? Asian women come from a completely different culture than black women. They've never experienced the things that black women have done and experienced. They've not, you know, lived our lives. They've never been enslaved in their own country where they dwell. mind, who loves you unconditionally, who has your back, whom you know you can trust, who treats you like the queen that you are, and you treat him like the king that he is, and the two of you share a common and unique bond, right? You'll submit to a man like that. It's not that we won't submit to a man. It's that we won't submit to any type of man. There's a specific type of man that the black woman will submit to. That man has to be a strong, protective leader who's intelligent, right? Trustworthy, loyal, and someone who earns your trust. And you can trust him and he can trust you. Nobody's going to submit in their right mind. No black woman's going to submit to somebody like Kevin Samuels. I mean, because I could just look at this guy and see right through him, know he's a fraud. All I had to do was listen to him for 10 minutes. And I already knew he was running a con. I already knew that. And then when other people came out and started dropping receipts with his mug shots, you know, with his lies about having a college degree, with all of these other things, right? With him not wanting to pay child support and all of that, him having been married multiple times, but he's sitting here trying to tell some of these black women, you gonna die alone. How does he know he's not gonna die alone? I mean, it's clear that he can get a wife, but it's also clear he couldn't keep one. I'm just saying, make it make sense. You see, he wants to project his own insecurities onto the black women. That's what it is. He's a beta male. Alright? Customers call him the ultimate scammer. He just found a new hustle in a new medium. Absolutely, Tony. I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. See, because like I told you all yesterday, his first con game was he came on here dogging black men, thinking that black women were going to want to, hear that. Thinking they're going to be all for it. We don't want to hear anybody dogging black men. Black men have enough to deal with. They've been through all of the racism, all of the discrimination, all of the racial profiling, all of the police killings of them, and, all of these things that have gone on for centuries in this country. So the last thing black women want to do is bash
Catch
black
him on IG every once in a while, but I don't go. But when I was looking for this quote-unquote glitch, and I happened to keep the video going, I was showing Taz, I was like, do you see this man?
We're showing now, man. Now we gotta show it.
Yeah, I mean, he went into a full queen mode. Like, all I could hear was Sam G queuing up Addicted to Boys.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up now. I mean, you can't even just say that. I mean, I don't even do it justice. It was pretty bad. On top of just having a man on there, it was almost like, again, just over the top, unnecessary performing. You know what I mean? Like performing, what are you doing that for? I mean, because that's the vibe I got after that picture was up. Like, it was almost like he was doing a bunch of childish shit to take your attention away from the fact that the man was just on the street.
And I just want the kittens to know, when y'all come into my chat room or my comment section defending Kevin, I'm going to assume that all of y'all got a glitch in the bed at home too. I'm going to assume that depending on how, you know what I'm saying? Y'all must got glitches in the bed too.
Glitches in the bed.
Yeah.
That's the name, Glitch.
Glitch.
We just gonna call dude that was in the bed.
His name is Glitch Samuels.
Glitch Samuels. Glitch Samuels. Yeah, I mean, that's perfect though, man. People will know exactly who we're talking about though. You know what I'm saying? It won't be no mystery. Glitch Samuels. Man, see if I can find that little moment right there where she started acting like a woman, man.
I mean, he was just a queen. just said to somebody yesterday that we have got to take our femininity back from Kevin Samuels.
That's all.
Like, he is really co-opting black femininity.
Yeah, that's over for that. That toxic femininity is it's the new femininity. That's why they call him to get that box from him.
I'm trying to tell you, Billy Porter, he brought on the new masculinity last year, and now the kitten sphere is bringing the new femininity. I'm telling you, ladies, we have to band together and take our femininity back, because I don't want Kevin Samuels to be the face of black femininity, okay? I just can't, and I need us to, I know, we're all different, we have our differences and all this kind of stuff, but we've got to stand together and fight for our femininity. We cannot let Kevin and his glitches steal it from us.
Yeah, like I say, it's dude in the bed right there playing his day, and there was no explanation. I don't know how people like that, because to come in here and say, oh, it might be his cousin or some shit like that, that is predictable. That's the predictable. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, I can't let you get off that easy because you said it's a glitch in the system, and we know goddamn well it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now it's like, no, well, why didn't you just say what that was? Even if it's a picture, like I said, if it was a picture that you was trying to pull up, why don't you just say that? And you're hiding something clearly and obviously. It's like, it don't make no sense.
I'm so sad. I'm so sad.
I'm about to pull up this part of the video. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Black Men's Red Pill said that could have been his brother. No, that's his glitch. He said it.
Yeah, I don't know why the excuses are being made. There's no need.
Because they don't want their glitches exposed. That's why they got glitches hiding in the closet too. I'm sorry, in the bed. Kevin did have, Black Man's Red Pill said, y'all better leave Kevin Samuels alone. Y'all better leave my daddy alone. Kevin Samuels is in the community together.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is his life. I mean, he the one who did that shit. Like that's what I'm saying. You would, as a man, you would rather just ignore that he put a man in the bed. Like, you just ignore that and keep on pretending like he if you just like trying to get women. You would just want to ignore that.
Glitch better have my money. Glitch better have my money. Glitch better have my money. I can just see Kevin out. All I want for my birthday.
You did work at Jimmy John's, right? I'm just saying, not to say anything wrong with working at Jimmy John's, but don't act like you're above it. And then here's the kicker. He sits on his show and he said, and I heard him say this, he said that he caters to high value men. As if that's all that's listening to him. Now, I'm sorry, any black man that's listening to him is clearly not high value. It's usually somebody who has mommy issues, a beta male, somebody who's probably living in the basement, you know what I'm saying, doesn't have their stuff together, dusty and busted, a coon, probably a Trump supporter. I'm just saying, these are the men that listen to him. That's why they came in here yesterday trying to go in on the queen, because they were so mad and butthurt, angry. Okay? They were clearly pressed. He was working for Office Depot. Yes, that's another one. He absolutely was, Queen Adia. Thank you for bringing that up, beloved. Yes, they said he was working at Office Depot. Now, like I said again, there's nothing wrong with working at Office Depot. But the thing is, he's trying to act like he's all this, that, and the third able to get away with it successfully. Okay? That's likely why he's had all those divorces. Alright? That's likely also why his ex came out and exposed him. Okay? And you know what I found was interesting? When she exposed him, all of his little minions said that she was bitter. How did they know Kevin wasn't bitter? How did they know that she didn't leave Kevin? What makes them automatically think that he left her? That's what makes me just, shake my head. Like, how do they not know that she left him? Maybe he was the one who's bitter, and maybe that's why he talks so badly about black women, and maybe now that's why he wants an Asian woman, someone who's more docile and submissive and willing to do whatever he says and fall for whatever BS that he spews. That's just my opinion. That we should be powerful and intelligent for kitten heels. Absolutely. Clearly he wears kitten heels. I'm so sure. His key role was to build relationships with clients and to develop a consistent, detailed understanding of their potential business concerns and needs. Oh, that's interesting. Where's his own business concerns and needs? Where's his clientele? Other than the scrubs on YouTube listening to him with the dusty butts. He doesn't even have a business except for that little BS he had down in Oklahoma. And anybody can do anything down in Oklahoma. I mean, a ham sandwich can get a business down there. I'm just keeping it real. And TJ says, your opinion? Yes, TJ, it is my opinion and no facts. And guess what? At the end of the day, everything Kevin Samuels says is his opinion and no facts. But you don't complain to Kevin, pussy boy, but you complain to the queen. Okay? Go pussy pop on a handstand, boo, and when you're done, come back and holler at me again. Okay? That's what you can do. Alright? Anyway, as I was saying, yes, a ham sandwich carving that exactly, okay? So with that all being said, Elma Rose said exposed. Yes, I just wanted to...
I'm gonna stop it right here. Kevin Samuels. Oh wow, man, they pulling up receipts on him, man. I mean, ooh, you got people coming at him, boy, on this channel, and that was just the two. Sorry, I kind of made this long, but even with this other one, it's just wow. I mean, you just have to shake your head. And he made himself a target when he started coming at black women and talking to them like the way he did. It's, man, woo-wee. They got some stuff on him from, on this page. Got someone who was caught sleeping in his bed, and I don't know, that's their accusation, but according to them, it's clearly that it's evidence right there. He got the evidence. Taz, he was saying, you could tell by that this is the same room in Crescent Hall. So, according to them, that's the evidence. And then, what the other YouTuber, when she said, that she got it on video, he has he put, Asian women over black women, and whatever your opinion is on this video, on both sides, I'm just saying, if you coming at somebody, boy, they gonna come with receipts on you. You making a suggestion, or putting down black women, or trying to make it seem like that they're gonna lean your pass on YouTube. And they digging it. They digging up some stuff and catching him, even on live video. That's why I said, woo. And I guess, I don't know about the mail order bride thing. I don't think that's always the case with some men that go over to the Philippines. I mean, because white men that go over to the Philippines too, that's about the same age, and other men go over there too, of all different races go to the Philippines. But and it's a possibility that's true, that there's some women that won't put up with their stuff. In some cases, every case is different. That's how I look at it. Depends on and it depends on. It's two sides to a story. You know, there may be some men like that that are very controlling, and the one thing women docile. Then you got some women opposite. So I leave that up to the person. But yeah, there are some men that are doing good, you know. But that's true. There are some men that go mail order brides. There's some men that, not all men, but some men that do. And some men just want something different, you know. It all depends on the man. And then that's what it is. But yeah, this is a situation with Kevin Samuels with the man in the bed. Ooh. Ooh. I was just saying, so those of you, sorry the video was so long, but I had to get it narrative and the capturative and everything else on both sides. So it's just not one person is saying it, it's another person that's saying it. And so I just let you my audience, be the judge on what your opinion on Kevin Samuels is. So until next time, y'all take care. Y'all take care, and at the end of the day, what you see is what you get on YouTube. Boy. Okay, come on. And keep going now on this computer. What you see is what you get. What you get. What you see. Yankee talk.
A long time ago I went to summer camp. This one I was really, this I had to be like, you know, obviously not even preteen yet. But you know, I mean, you're in the bunker with a bunch of
have you ever
little
considered
kids
dating
with
a
boys and
beautiful
stuff.
Slavic lady?
And
I
this
haven't.
one boy,
I wish I had come to
this
this
was a